And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. Oh my God, it's a great time. It's a great time to be in crypto. That's what I say. What I look at, see, here's the thing. It's all about your perspective, isn't it? It's all about how you look at things. That's why two people, let me give you a quick example about you got to change how you look at cryptocurrency and the world on certain things. Reminds me all the way back in 1993. I was going through a law enforcement police academy, and it was at Los Medanos College in Pittsburgh, California. So I'm out there, I'm in a classroom, wanting to become a police officer one day. That was my life's goal. I wanted to do that. I wanted to push myself as far as I could go, to challenge myself, to walk on the fine line and balance danger between going home every day and going home in a body bag, right? I was going to go catch bad guys and shit and be a hero and make an exciting, important, impactful life. That's what I wanted to do at 23. I wanted to make a difference in the world. Now, everybody looks at things differently. Some people look at lemons and some people say, oh, lemonade. Depends on how you look at stuff. We were in this academy and we were told today something's going to happen in class. And we're going to do an experiment today. I want everybody to pay, the instructor's like, I want everybody paying attention today. Beware, you will be tested today. And everyone's like, what? So the instructor was teaching. It was a 3-hour class. I think it was like from 7 to 10 at night or whatever. So it was like a couple nights, like 2 nights a week or something like that for like a year and a half, or I had to go. So I think we had a break in the middle. We got back and everybody's kind of talking, and the instructor kind of walks up to the podium, the lectern. And all of a sudden, like nobody kind of knew. Everybody forgot that he was going to test us on something. No one knew. And all of a sudden, some guy wearing a disguise or whatever comes in with a fake gun, like a loud cap gun, but like it sounded real to all of us. Ran up to the instructor, boom, 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 and then like, took off running out the door. And everyone's like, oh, shit, what the fuck happened? I'm telling you what, that shit, I was like, son of a bitch, someone just killed the instructor. Nowadays, they would not allow that. But I was sitting in this classroom watching what went down. I'm like, dude. I was like, young Crypto Hulk was 23 years old. I'm like, oh, shit. The teacher got back up and said, right now, everybody write down exactly what happened. Do not talk to anybody else. Write down exactly what you saw. Describe everything. How did the person look? How tall were they? Everything you can imagine. And everyone's like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. We're trying to write stuff on the paper and stuff. Then the teacher collected it all. There's about 30 of us cadets. The teacher collected it and started reading off each person's paper. We did that for like the remainder of class for like the last hour. He read off, I don't know, 8 descriptions or 10. You know what? There were about 8 or different descriptions. Even though we all saw the same thing, the guy was 6 feet tall. He was 5'3", who did the trigger, right? He pulled the trigger. He had a mustache. He had a beard. He didn't have any facial hair at all. Like all kinds of shit. Like people were like, what? The instructor, as the instructor read this off, he showed us it's your power of perception. All your past, your childhood, how you think about yourself, what people told you, your past life, your past thoughts determine how you see life right now. And we were like, whoa, this is like some kind of Tony Robbins personal power shit going on, right? And It was very interesting. He said, when there's a crime scene, you want to separate all these witnesses right away. That's why I told you all not to talk. Just write. And then when I saw any of you talking, I would be like, hey, be quiet right there. No talking. Because what witnesses will do is talk to each other, and then their brains will take somebody else, what they saw, and make it what they've seen. In the very beginning stuff, that's what happens. So don't talk. Separate all the witnesses right away. If there's a crime scene, separate these people and get their statements immediately. Because you're going to notice you're going to have different statements. They all saw the same thing. But given 30 police cadets in a room, you could have 8 different suspects. You're looking for 8 different people. You've got to narrow down. You have to. It was so many years ago. I can't remember what he was telling us besides that. But very interesting. So how you look at crypto, that's why when I talk to these people now, if you look at what's going on with crypto news, this has never been more amazing. I'm truly amazed every day when I look up news. I'm like, no way, no fuck. How does that happen? Like, how do you get Wells Fargo? How do you have HBAR hooking up with FedEx? Like, the news is just truly amazing. And there's opportunities coming up very, very soon to act on. Information is very, very important. Some people like me look at certain things. I look at things in a certain way. I can block out and ignore all kinds of whatever and just focus on what do I need to see. I'm not distracted. Would I choose to? I'm not distracted by anything at all. I can see the connections. That's why when these people call me up in the $500 club for 3 months, we talk about these things I don't have time to talk about on this program. There's so much to go over. I can't do it all in 1 hour. A lot of times you see the show has to run over. Especially nowadays. The amount of news and connections that I see. And then when you guys call Crypto Hulk and we go over things, I got a strategy because I'm trying to make $100,000 to $300,000 before the end of the year. And that's at a minimum. I believe it's very possible. And when I talk to you guys about Tony Robbins, it's fake white teeth. Not Tony Robbins, it's fake white teeth. Oh, he's got another prediction out. He's making more predictions again. I was watching something on TikTok, and he's there with his white teeth making all these predictions. I'm like, wow, is that all this guy does? At 2029, it's like a 2028 prediction. It's something that's like years away. So then he can like bullshit that for the next 2 years. I'm like, wow. Unbelievable. Let me check the comments here. Yes, Michael Gilbert, tokenized Mad Dog. Howdy from Texas, Wayne Crypto 101. Robert Madelone says, good morning, everyone. Let's get this party started. I was talking to a $500 member, and he's like, man, he was telling me stuff that I'm kind of, he's like, you seem to like see a lot of stuff, man. He's like, you're one of the best on YouTube or whatever. And I'm just like, I mean, I work tremendously hard. He was just very positive about, he was just happy because he wanted to be a member because he sees all this stuff going down. We're talking about it, and it's shocking how much is all being set up. And he wanted to make sure everything he's doing, he's 44 years old. He said, I'm like, me and you are like 10 years apart. I mean, yeah, right around there. And it's just like, he wants to make sure he gets access to asking me and telling me his plan, and I'll tell him mine, and just kind of compare. We had a nice little talk, and it's just at times like this, it's never been more. Then we got the boom, boom, pow. Look, everything I've been saying is all now starting to come into play. We were talking about black swan. The whole financial system has to be destroyed. Everything might still dump, but we're pretty much at the bottom. We are pretty much at the bottom of all this. And people want, look, it's a really good feeling to have somebody like me to be able to discuss things with, because we're heading into territory. We're like on a boat, and it's kind of the waters are starting to get kind of rough, and they're going to get worse. And information is key. And these people, when they call up and we discuss it, now I'm talking to about 8 people every day, but it's kind of like having a coach, or he said, I just want somebody who does the work, who has the work ethic that you have, and spending 6 years studying crypto pretty much every day. It's, and he also said something like, I was telling how much time it takes to do this. It's not just making a show. It's, messaging people and calling and researching and thinking. And it's a lot of work. And, but he said, it's not work if you love what you do and you're happy. And I'm like, you know what? That's exactly true. It's like, I know the information that I have is very valuable, and we can bust some moves this year. And I'm going to. I told him what I was going to do. My goal is to get 100 to 300 G's. I said, I haven't taken any kind of profits or done anything. We were pumping and dumping, but that was just, it wasn't like, that was just little money. We were just making little money. Sometimes I made $3,000. Sometimes I made $8,000 on a crypto trade. And that's all good and all, but that's just small money. That shit don't mean nothing. You can't buy a house with that, or a car, So it's just a little fun money here and there. I'm talking about making hundreds of thousands. The opportunities with these banks and businesses coming in, this is going to be massive. You don't even know. They got all these private ledgers. Guess what happens when those private ledgers, boom, go right on top of the XRP ledger overnight, and all of a sudden, oh shit, Crypto Hulk, look what just happened. Information's key. So I'll be talking to these $500 people about exactly what moves I'm going to bust to make sure. I haven't really taken profits at all for 6 years on crypto. This is the year. I've never seen anything like this. The biggest corporations, gosh, all getting set up with crypto. Even companies that are not in crypto are now hooking up with crypto, like biotech companies buying, like on the Quant network. That one biotech company put $550 million into Quant so they can be a super validator. That's a biotech company. It has nothing to do with crypto. And then Vivo Power, another company, they just like up and they're like, fuck this electric car business. Let's have millions and millions of dollars of XRP, put it in a treasury, and then stake and buy and sell and swap and lend and loan crypto. Like, this is all coming together. And these people are like, some people are brand new. One guy was like 3 months into my show. He's like, Crypto Hulk, I'm not trying to like miss out on shit. If I could spend $500 and get a 3-month membership, then damn, dude, let's get it going. And it's all coming together. Everybody's extremely happy that, and this is what I do. And he was saying, yeah, you're like a really good investigator. Like you must have, and I wasn't an investigator in law enforcement in the different jobs. I've had different kinds of law enforcement jobs, many different in that area. Where, okay, I had to investigate, but I was not ever an investigator. But over the past 6 years, I've learned how to deep dive, to dig deep on things and to find information and to use my intuition. See, we have all these skills. Your imagination, how many people use that? How many people dream? How many people use their intuition every day to solve real world problems? Not a lot. Everyone's like so focused on, what you can see, smell, touch, and all that. But we have skills as people, and what you put your heart and mind to, and what you dream, and what you believe can happen. all these skills that people don't use. I believe I can find information. That's why I use it's my imagination, it's my creativity. I think my intelligence is average. It's just I have an above average imagination where I create in my head and put in my heart what I want to happen. So when it comes to finding information, sometimes I'll just use my special skills that they're not scientific. I believe people have skills inside of them that we don't even touch, like our subconscious mind. What's all that about? Your subconscious mind. Okay, let's say when you watch a movie, all this shit's fake, right? So what I did when my daughter was little is we'd watch sometimes scary movies, but I tell her, Danielle, this is all fake. There's cameras. These people are acting. None of that shit's real. When the monster comes out, it's fake. And I sometimes, if there's a movie and they show how they made a movie, then I say to my daughter, come here, watch this. So she'd watch and see that all that movie shit's fake. But I said, if we watch a movie, we can pretend that it's real and then, whoa, get scared, because that's what your mind, that's where you let your mind, when you let your mind just, your analytical mind, when you let that rest, your subconscious, whatever it's told or seen, it believes. And that's how I believe is you have to imagine. So let's move on with this. I'm going to let you see what is going on. This is why I don't get discouraged with crypto. The stuff that I'm seeing, this is how I get rich. The articles that I read, this is how we all get rich. I don't have a date and a time for all this to happen. I don't give price predictions like these dumbasses. My job is to help you see, like, I want you to have a dream in your head on how your life's going to be, because you absolutely can have a wonderful life and to be able to buy what you need. I'm showing you every day is evidence. You have to get that in your head. When you watch my program, when you talk to me, when you call me up and say, Crypto Hulk, help me look at this differently. What are you seeing? Then I'll show you what I see. I'm trying to show you what I see on this program right here. The biggest in the industry are all getting hooked up with crypto. That's amazing. Now, whether you're not rich today, I don't even fucking care. It will happen when it happens, not according to your time frame always. There's about 8 other billion people in the world, just letting you know. Some people are just getting into crypto. They don't want it to take off now. Well, I've been here 5 years, and you're going to keep waiting another 5 years if you have to. What the fuck are you going to do? Nothing, except sit and fucking wait. That's what you're going to do. Quit crying like a little bitch on top of that. Shit. Let's talk about Bitcoin. Oh, God. You already know I don't like Bitcoin, so this isn't hypey news. I'm just telling you what hey, for all I know, Bitcoin could hit $500,000 and great. If you got it, awesome. There's an article right there. Stephen Morris, rookie numbers, Hulk. Great talk yesterday. So I talked to Stephen Morris the other day about crypto. It was about a half hour. I don't know, somewhere in there. 25, 30 minutes or something. Great discussion. And everything he's thinking, we're kind of talking about things. And now is the time. He's getting all set up. We're discussing strategies on what are you going to do if this, how can you prepare if that. Then we got this Iran thing popping off. And what I tell you guys, we're going to have I didn't make this idea up either, but we're going to have you have to destroy the system. It's got to be destroyed, okay? And whether it's a hack, maybe instead of the Iranians, maybe they decide to hack the banking system and shut it down. But I'm not getting all that. So that's phone call stuff. Okay. This article right here. Now, I'm going over this article because it's from Forbes magazine. and that one and Bloomberg and Reuters. These are all very respected news sources. So that's why I'm reading this article. And plus, we have something called the Iran conflict and the Iran war, if you want to call it that. There's none of this. I'll tell you what, I don't know if this thing was preordained, like through history, like religious kind of stuff, like this is supposed to happen in the end times or whatever. But I believe that there's something to it. It's just all of a sudden, look, something's going on, getting all set up. Now is the time not to fall away from crypto. Now is the time to get information from Crypto Hulk because it's starting to get real right now. This is what it takes. Major drama. Major trauma with a T happening. Boom, boom, pow, everybody. There is some events getting set up in the world. This is massive right now. We've been talking about all this. Hey, there could be a massive collapse and everything. Power outages. Hey, this is a time when you need information. Right here, the Iran conflict has Bitcoin bulls eyeing $500,000. American and Israeli warplanes hit target across Iran on February 28th in the largest combined airstrike campaign against the country in decades. Now, Bitcoin dropped in price, which was very interesting for me, but gold went up. By March 2nd, it had clawed back to $69,000 Bitcoin. So when the war, after this war, like when the bombings started, Bitcoin was dropping. And I guess when the bombings ended, or maybe it didn't end, and it goes back up, from $63,000 to $69,000. And that's nothing compared to 136, what it used to be. But let's look at the bigger picture here. The reaction was muted compared to what many traders expected. Say the conflict could be the setup for a much larger move. Arthur Hayes, the co-founder of BitMEX and one of the most followed macro traders in crypto, laid out a provocative Bitcoin price prediction in a March 1st post. His argument, every U.S. military engagement in the Middle East since the Gulf War has eventually been funded by printing money. Money printing. The longer Trump lingers in Iran, the higher the likelihood of the Fed printing money to support the Pax Americana war machine. And ultimately, Bitcoin number goes up. I'm telling you what, I don't know Bitcoin. I never have. I never will. I'm not against it. I know the government made it. I don't know what its purpose is. Maybe it goes to $1 million. I have no idea. With my rational mind, and I'm not using my imaginary mind in this, I can't invest in it. It makes no sense. My program has to be a fact-based channel. I've got to have connections, and I just don't see any with Bitcoin. Let's keep going. The Kobayashi letter, a widely followed market commentary account with millions of followers, urged calm on March 1st. To everyone calling for World War III, this is not oil prices. This is not World War III. This is not. Oil prices have already erased nearly half. Bitcoin is now positive on the day. Don't panic. Now, I'm going to let this article go. I'm not going to be reading the rest of it. It's basically, they're talking about oil and how all these, it's a speculative article. It very well could happen. I don't know. I mean, it's in Forbes, so you got to these people kind of know some things, and they all call the shots at the top anyway. I'll tell you what, if Bitcoin hits $500,000, everything else is going to fucking skyrocket. Maybe this war is what sets off. I kind of told you already. Remember, boom, boom, pow? I was telling you what could set off rapid crypto adoption? Some boom, boom, pow. I've only been telling you that for like 2-3 years now. I don't know what a hack. A hack of the Federal Reserve, a hack of Bank of America. I don't know what it is. I know it's got to be traumatic and dramatic. I think what's going on now could very well be both. Hulk, did you see my Instagram? No. Okay, look. You guys got the wrong Instagram. I'm not getting them because you're probably using some other account, okay? Let me put my Instagram in. I want all of you, listen now. Everybody needs to listen. Everybody needs to listen. Don't use what you think is my account. I am going to give you my account address right here, okay? Instagram. I don't care if you think you already have my account. You don't have my account, people. Okay, use this account. I've only put it up here like 3,000 times because people are trying to get a hold of me because they see a picture of me and assume that's my account, or maybe it's an old account. I'm giving you my account. I've only done this now for like the past 3 weeks, probably every show. Let's go with Instagram. And then I'm going to give you the Twitter X, okay? Some of you guys are $500 members. You've been talking to other people on so like I got a $500 member guy and he asked, so what about the Kobayashi thing? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, well, the Kobayashi crypto, you're talking to me about that the other day. I said, no, I'm not talking to you about that the other day. And he's like, well, yeah, you were. He invested in some shit. It's not even me. Okay. That's why I put this up. You guys are talking to people that aren't even fucking me, and then you get ripped off, and then you get butthurt, and you want to blame me. Follow what the fuck I write right here, okay? Not who you think. We had some guy talking to me for months. It wasn't even me. Then he joins a $500 club. He's still fucking clueless. That's why I put this fucking shit right here, okay? Instagram, here it is. There's no other thing except here. Here is the only place I'm going to be on Instagram. The Crypto Hulk, at the Crypto Hulk. This is Instagram, at the Crypto Hulk 2025. All one word, lowercase letters. There's my Instagram. I'm nowhere else, okay? I know you think I am, but I'm not. This is where I'm at right there. I know this is difficult for some people. You have to actually follow instructions. I know, because you think you already have Crypto Hulk and you don't. You've been talking to spammers, okay? This is why the fuck I put this on my program. I'm not doing this because I'm fucking retarded, all right? Use the link that I provide on this program, not what the fuck you think the link is. Oh my God, these people are killing me. Yeah, he's asking me about, he put in some money in some stock shit. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Okay, there's my link for X. There's my Instagram link. I'm not anywhere else. If I have another account, that one's old, I'm not using it, whatever. This is where I'm at. Everybody, please, I know this is really fucking complicated. Hope you're fucking complicated, okay? Shah Iskander says, fake Hulk, so many at Twitter, because this is what I'm saying. This guy here is from Malaysia. He knows. They're all over. You guys are talking to people that aren't even me. I'm like, wow, dude, really? I don't chat with people. I don't chat for free. I don't got that fucking time. I'm not on some website chatting with you. Are you fucking high? You're going to pay money for that shit, man. And plus, I like doing phone calls. I like having direct, you take notes. I'm not doing this fucking chat shit. We're going to talk. You're going to take notes, get information. That's how this shit's done. I'm not your little chat buddy and shit like that. Do that shit with some 18-year-old or something. I don't know. It's not me. Cable guy said, but you told me to buy fart coin for the past 3 weeks. Come on, man. Next article. Yeah, I'm going to be charging people $500 for 3 months, but I'll be chatting with you for months and months and months for free, right? What kind of fucking sense does that make? And then you guys, oh yeah, well that does make sense. Yeah, oh yeah. I'm like, wow, come on, man. Now, I want you to see something here with Chicago Mercantile. You know what? There's a Ripple article. Let me go over that one. There's a Google one. Let's go over the Google one. I like this one. We'll do the Chicago Mercantile Exchange one maybe last. Copy and paste. Here's real world stuff here. Okay, right here, Google. Now, Google's worried about quantum attacks. This article right here, I was pretty shocked. This is cool. Google quantum proofs HTTPS by squeeze. Here's what Google did. They're squeezing 15 kilobytes of data into a 700 byte space. Now, I'm not a coder. I don't quite understand. The Merkle Tree certificate support is already in Chrome. Soon, it will be everywhere. Google on Friday. I remember on Friday, I updated my Google Chrome because it said it has an update. This is what it is right here. Google on Friday unveiled its plan for its Chrome browser to secure HTTPS certificates against quantum computer attacks without breaking the internet. The objective is a tall order. The quantum-resistant cryptographic data needed to transparently publish TLS certificates is roughly 40 times bigger than the classical cryptographic material used today. A typical X.509 certificate chain used today comprises 6 elliptic curve signatures and 2 EC public keys, each of them only 64 bytes. This material can be cracked through the quantum-enabled Shor's algorithm. The full chain is roughly 4 kilobytes. All this data must be transmitted when a browser connects to a site. The bigger you make here we go. The bigger you make the certificate, the slower the handshake and more people you leave behind. Our problem is we don't want to leave people behind in this transition. He said that people will likely disable the new encryption if it slows their browsing. He added that massive size increase can also degrade middle boxes, which sit between browser and the final site. To bypass the bottleneck, companies are turning to Merkle trees, a data structure that uses cryptographic hashes and other math to verify the contents of large amounts of information, using a small fraction of material used in more traditional verification process. Cloudflare has a much deeper dive into Merkle trees here. So if you wanted to click on that, which I'm not going to, you can learn more about Merkle tree. Oh, yes, let's learn about Merkle trees. That would be brilliant. Merkle tree certificates replace the heavy serialized chain of signatures found in traditional PKI. I'm going to skip a little bit here before I throw up. Google and other browser makers require that all TLS certificates be published in public transparency logs, which are append-only distributed ledgers. Cloudflare is generating the distributed ledger. There's a company called Cloudflare. The new system has already been implemented in Chrome. For the time being, Cloudflare is enrolling roughly 1,000 TLS certificates to test how well the MTCs work. Merkle tree, whatever it's called. For now, Cloudflare is generating the distributed ledger. Now, let's look a little bit. I think I'll bypass that deep dive. I'm not getting into that. What Cloudflare is, they're working a lot with the government. So I'm not going to do the deep dive on this one. I decided to eliminate it out. It's kind of like the government's involved. I wanted to just show you in all of this. And let's move on to the next one. Brad Garlinghouse is in this one. This news is a couple days old. This is what I was showing you why people are starting to see right now. You know what? I need to have a plan because this thing is coming. And Brad Garlinghouse says it's going to be here pretty soon. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse signals that the Clarity Act deal it's highly likely it's going to happen as crypto leaders rally around it. Here is a post by somebody by the name of Diana on Twitter. Patrick Witt. We got David Sachs. Patrick Witt is doing an amazing job brokering. So Patrick Witt's in the government, and he's trying to get the Democrats, oh God, he's trying to get the Democrats to come back to their senses and quit being fucking communists and get this shit passed so we can get rich. Patrick Witt is doing an amazing job brokering a compromise between the communist Democrat banks and the crypto industry. No one is working harder to get the market infrastructure across the finish line. Eleanor Terrett chimes in. Lots of crypto industry folks jumping to the defense of Patrick Witt and the White House following comments. Brad Garlinghouse says the door to a deal is wide open. The banks just need to act in good faith and walk through it. That's what it's all about, you guys. There's a battle. That's why it's taken so long. You've got a struggle going on. Crypto can seriously hurt a lot of these banks. And they're desperate, and they got all the money, and they're going to pay Congress people. And it sure seems like the Democrats are the ones holding all this shit up. It's not the Republicans. They're all voting for crypto. So it's not that, crypto hawks pushing around the Democrats. No, I'm just telling you what the facts are. The Republicans, like 99% of them vote yes on the crypto bill. The Democrats, none of them want it. So it's not playing politics. It's called being real. Just because your butt hurts, that's your fucking problem. Go talk to Dr. Phil or something. Deal with your inner child or something. The door, he said, urging banks to act in good faith. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse recently revealed that former SEC chair Gary Gensler admitted he was wrong. Oh, in a White House meeting, signaling unprecedented progress. Well, he admitted he was wrong finally after all these years. He was paid to stop it. He was told to stop crypto for 4 years with the Democrats. White House AI and crypto czar David Sachs praised Witt for brokering a compromise, noting the crypto sector major concessions on stablecoin yields. A workable framework for digital assets could be near. This is what they're saying right now, the top people. The Clarity Act aims at providing clear crypto rules while balancing innovation and financial safety, and has been a major focus for investors and institutions. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse's optimism hinted at a near-term resolution that could reduce market uncertainty and boost institutional participation. You guys, if the institutions get into this, oh my God. But that's a battle. It's a battle with us versus them. Let me read a little bit more of this. This is kind of exciting. We are getting real close to this. If institutions come in, look out. Oh my God. I'm going to be busting a couple moves. I'm going to be trying to pull a few hundred G's this year, man. I'm telling you. Like, it was great when we had the pump dump stuff. But notice, that kind of ended near the end of the year, didn't it? September-ish, August, September. A lot of that started slowing down, right? It was crazy. Some of you guys were making house payments, car payments, all kinds of shit with this money, right? And then it kind of slowed down, and then boom, stopped, right? Then what happened in October? The final nail in the coffin. In October, all the speculative crypto whales got out, and the whole crypto market, everybody got out. October, November, December, January. That's good and it's bad. The bad part is I'm not pulling like $500 to $700 a week anymore. Oh, shit. But what's the good part? The cryptos are crazy cheap, right? Crazy. Insane cheap crypto prices. Brand new people are loving it. See, it depends on how you look at it. There was a time for pump dump. That speculative market went away. The speculative whales all sold off. Everybody's out. The prices are super cheap. You guys are scooping up stuff, last minute deals, man. And I've got amazing stuff I've been telling these $500 people. Some cryptos you thought were dead. I'm showing you there's going to be a comeback. What we're having here is we're getting ready for crypto. Now is an accumulation phase because all the little pump dump shit is gone. Hey, I some of these deals I'd make 500, 3,000, 8,000, $500 on another, 300, and all that shit's great, and it was fun. But now I'm talking about money where I'm trying to buy a $1 million house. Okay, we're gonna step the game up. Enough of this nickel and dime shit. Let's go for hundreds and hundreds of thousands. And I've got whales. I got to call one today, a big whale. Me and him are going to have a talk. And this dude's going to make millions. If things work out how it should, this guy's going to make millions. I'm looking at making a few 100,000. This guy's probably going to make a few million. All right. Alrighty then. That's what Brad Garlinghouse is saying. Brad Garlinghouse is saying it's all ready to go. The banks just have. So here's what's going to happen. Like, I'm not a fortune teller, but I think we're going to have to sell off. Hold on, let me look here. John Foti says, Crypto She-Hulk, is Hulk still doing the 500? You know what? I realized that a lot of people were joining up. And it's tough for me to try to balance all these people, but I'm pulling it off right now. It's taking me a lot of work. I'm talking about 8 people every day, and you guys are happy. I'm giving you enough time to go over things. Nobody's regretful. It's 3 months for $500. I realize something massive's coming, and it's best if we could talk so I can show you some little plans and tricks we're going to use, but not just plans and tricks. There's some big things. There's some cryptos you thought some of you stopped buying it, and I'm like, it's not dead at all. And they're like, what? And then we had to go. There's things like this. There's opportunities. Now is the time. I tried to make it as affordable as I could. We can't talk for hours and hours, but you get enough talk time, and you can call back in 3 days. And I try to break it up because some of you guys can talk more than me. And I thought that was impossible. So I got to kind of watch the time on things. But everybody's happy so far. They're getting enough. I call you back as soon as I can or whatever. And it's challenging, but it's worth it. You got to get in the right position. This thing's going to go. Here's what I think. There's some good and bad. The bad part is I think we're going to have to give up staking. I think only certain people are going to be able to stake, like the rich people. I don't want it to happen. I'm just telling you how I think it's going to go down. They're look. If it comes down to, I'll just tell you how I am. If it comes down to staking or not staking before I get my millions, then just fuck it. I don't want staking. Let's just get this shit done. Let me get my millions from this crypto shit. And instead of me having perpetual money like staking, I'll just buy a bunch of properties or get rental. I'll get a bunch of 1 and 2 bedroom apartments. I'll get a condo. I'll get a complex with like 20 apartments in it that are 1 and 2 bedroom and just rent those out. That's my perpetual money. So I don't need staking. Okay. I'll do some shit like that or whatever. So, or I'll buy a 50 unit complex and just stake out. I mean, I'll buy apartments. It'll be just like staking. That'll be money coming in every month. So yeah, it wouldn't be as easy as staking and probably not as profitable, but it's close to the same thing. If that means I can get 20, 30, 50 million bucks, then fuck it. I don't need staking. Just give me my $50 million. I mean, I'd be fine with that, right? I think a lot of you would too. Somebody like, oh man, I want to stake and da, da, da. Then you know what we'll do? Okay, look, let them pass this shit so we don't have staking. Then we'll start a savings and loan of our own. And with all of our money, and we'll have lawyers there and do everything legal and all kinds of shit. Legal beagle. It'll be all legal beagle. And we'll stake it right there. We'll start a bank. We'll put together like, I don't know, 100 million, $300 million with all of us. We'd easily get $300, $400, $500 million. No problem. Some of you guys I know are going to be worth like $1 billion. We'll start our own savings and loan. There you go. Problem solved. You know what? So don't be freaking out over dumb shit. Oh, they're not going to allow us to stake. Oh my God. Then buy some fucking property like everybody else is doing, for God's sakes. And then that's your staking right there. Okay. Sure. It's going to take more work. Oh God, you're afraid of work. That's right. You can't possibly work. God forbid. You're the laziest motherfucker on the planet. So, Mr. OG's talking about fractional ownership. Okay, there's lots of ways to make money with your crypto. Please be creative. Please be creative. Like, am I worried? Okay, do this. You know how I am, right? Very easy to get along with. No, just kidding. But you know how I am. I'm very skeptical. I don't like getting ripped off and shit. I see dumb shit. But we're dealing with this. The richest people in the world and our Congress people are bought off by them. Look, I'm a creative kind of guy. So if you watch this show, we're going to figure out a way to get either over a problem, under, or around, or fuck it. We'll just blow the problem up and go right through it. Okay. I'm not John Foti, 3291. John, smart move. We're going to work together on this. You're going to have Crypto Hulk right here. All you gotta do is give me a call, and it's cool. Like I'm kind of like a little bit different, either on the phone than on the channel. When we get on the phone, it's all strategy, and then when I'm on the channel, it's goofing off and creating drama and shit, you know. But when you call it Crypto Hulk, it's all about business, and it's about making you millions. All right, I take my job seriously, and that's it. So let me write your name down here. Go back in there. Use the links that I provide. Don't think you're talking to Crypto Hulk somewhere else, because you're not. Use the exact link right there, okay? Now, if your payments don't go through, I've had some people ask me, get a friend, have them sign up, use their account, and just have them donate. Usually do something like this. Go $200, then 150, and then do like 100 and then maybe 50. Kind of spread it. Sometimes your card might not allow 500, all right? So ask a friend, hey, do you got YouTube? Yeah. Could you send this Crypto Hulk guy money and then pay him back, right? That tends to work a lot. Zelle, I can't do the Zelle thing. Just my Zelle won't work. I don't know why. I got to go to the bank. So just try, switch accounts or something and try that. That would be the best way. John Foti. I got my appointment today with YouTube, my YouTube partner, channel partner, whatever they call it. I forgot the name. So I'm looking forward to working with YouTube. I really am. I want them to help me grow my channel so I can get 1 million views a month again. I mean, if I can get back to doing that and more, which I'm sure I could, I got some fun plans. I'm telling you what, we are going to have, I was trying to do that. I wanted to build it up to 1 million. I'm not going to tell you my little plan I was going to do, but it involves a Vegas casino, and that's all I'm going to leave it at right there. You're absolutely going to love it. It would be extremely fun. Oh my God, it'd be fun. Okay. I'll tell you what, Caleb Brown's going to have some fun events. Caleb and Brown is going to have fun events this year. And Crypto Hulk Roadshow coming soon to a Caleb Brown location near you. But Crypto Hulk, there's only one Caleb Brown location. I can't tell you anything more than that. Oh, shit, Crypto Hulk, are you serious? Yep. We got some good stuff we're working on. Caleb, I'm telling you what, Caleb Brown and SwiftX, like, I met the people at both these companies when I was in Texas. It was truly an amazing experience. They love this channel. And I'm like, really? Because this channel can get kind of like rough. You know, I'm not the most, I kind of drop some 4-letter words once in a while on a channel. Oh, damn. You're the best, Hulk. Thanks for everything. Everything you do for us. Wow. It's a ton of work, and I want to walk away. I was telling this $500 guy the other day, I want to walk away from this. It was a woman actually who joined up. That's pretty rare. Most of the time I got, like, out of 100 people that join a channel, I get like 2 that are female or something. So, but that's okay. Mark Sinclair. And okay, again, I have to repeat. I put my links in here in the top chat. Use the links. Do not use any other links. If you think you know Crypto Hulk, don't. There's where you find me right there, okay? So when you send your money off to some dumbass and you blow $1,000 like this one other person I think did or whatever, you didn't send it to me, right? We don't chat on Telegram. I don't do that shit. If I chat with you, we talk because you pay me $500 for 3 months. That's how this works. I'm not chatting on some fucking thing to you, trying to give you signals or some dumb shit. We discuss like people. Hey, if we could sit at a desk, if everyone lived near me, we could sit at a desk like I got here, the Crypto Hulk desk. We can go over shit. Some people say, it's a little bit too much. I'd like to do a phone. Okay, great. I don't like doing texting. That shit is so fucking played out like an 80-year-old hooker. We got Abzil Maldonado. Hulk, if they don't let us do staking, we will have a lot of money. And you'll figure out a way to staking. We trust you. Oh, yeah. I'll figure shit out, man. So it's like, if we don't stake as people, then we're going to, we already got LLCs, correct? Okay. So our LLCs are going to form a corporation of some sort. We got the law firm to help set everything up. We could find a bank and we could buy that fucking bank. And then it could be ours. Then we hire people to run it. Look, I'm not getting ahead of myself. Let's get XRP over $2 here, okay? Then we can start talking about dreamy plans. I could think about it and dream about it, but I already know we're going to be rich. So I'll put my mind, once I get rich, I'll put my mind and I'll figure out how to do whatever I got to do. I'm not worried. So if I don't have staking, fine. It doesn't matter because I got a creative mind and I can put it out to the universe and I will figure out whatever it takes. That's just how I am as a person. And an obstacle is just something for me a hurdle for me to get over. That's just life. Hurdles will be over when I'm 6 feet under, okay? And I'm up there in the pearly gates with Jesus or whatever. Then everything is good. But until then, by the sweat of my brow, I'll work. And that's just how it is. Ben, 1973. When people quote donate, Google sends the person a receipt. that they can screenshot and send to you as proof. Okay, right on for that. Okay, let's go to the next article here. Crypto Hulk Roadshow at Lake Havasu. I don't think Kevin Brown's going to have an office there. And Lake Havasu is a place, I partied there back in 2006 and 7. I was 36 and 37 years old when I lived there. I don't have Cash App. Mark Sinclair says, I ain't dressing like a girl. Hey, let me get back to work. I got 5 minutes left. Barclays. Oh, man. Let me go over this one. This one's going to be fun. We might run over a little bit on the time. I'm not sure. Snafu. I talked to Snafu. He's a $500 member. We had a great conversation. We're going over all the nuts and the bolts. Snafu is going to be successful because he has my 6 years of experience in crypto at his fingertips. Crypto Hulk, let's come up with a plan. Crypto Hulk, what do you think about this, that? Everything's going to be fine. I'm not here to fail. I don't fail. It's stuff I put my whole life into. I don't fail. I'm very successful at what I do. Okay. Barclays. Oh, God. Here's another example. Like, these institutions just keep coming. Barclays looks for Barclays, the Ripple partner. Barclays looks for a tech provider. Oh, really? Barclays is a bank. They're looking for a technology partner for a new blockchain settlement engine. Now let's think. Do we know any cryptocurrencies that deal with banks and blockchains? Ethereum? No. Pepe? No. Fartcoin? No. Pepe? No. Dogcoin? No. Could it be like Ripple or XRP? Oh, wait, no, that's a banking meme coin. That's right. Remember that one guy said, yeah, isn't Ripple's XRP a bank meme coin? No, it's not. What it is you're severely retarded, and I'm not supposed to make fun of retarded people, so I'm going to shut up. The United Kingdom Bank. Hey, look, I make certain comments. Every person is given a certain amount of gifts from God or whatever you believe. I don't believe I came from a monkey. You could believe you did, and that's cool. But my belief, so let's put it like this. My belief system is we're all given certain gifts, okay? Some people are great at singing, dancing. Some people are good at doing what they do. Some people are great at being mothers, fathers. Some fathers are great at being mothers. I mean, I got 2 dads, you know. But everybody has gifts. It's do we choose to use them or not, or develop them? And I have been given gifts, and I absolutely love helping people become successful. I do. When I was in probation, I loved working, not on probation, but when I was working in probation mainly, not so much the law enforcement end, but when I was in probation or when I worked in institutions, correctional facilities, I loved the job because every day my goal when I walked in the front door, I want to be the best in this building. But next, I want to try to help as many people as I can. I love that job. You know, like some people are like, oh, God, I hate working in correctional facilities. Stuff. Man, I love that shit. Now, I didn't work in the bad of the bad facilities. That probably would have changed my viewpoints on things. Possibly. I did work with some very, very bad people at some points. Oh, yeah, straight up killers and stuff. Yeah. But I don't know. I want to get off that subject, and let's go with this right here. Barclays is exploring the creation of a block. Listen to this bullshit right here. Barclays is exploring. They already know. I've already known Barclays been a Ripple partner, or at least working closely with Ripple for like 4 or 5 years now. They're exploring. They're exploring the creation of a blockchain platform. Come on, man. A blockchain platform for what? That processes payments. Oh my God. Seriously, this is so fucking stupid. The London-based financial services giant is consulting with prospective technology providers on the development of such a program. They are looking at maybe a tech company that can help them make stable coins. Oh, you mean like the Ripple Labs US dollar? That might be one of them, couldn't it? I'm going to tell you what, spoiler alert on this article right here. Spoiler alert. I did the deep dive. In case you got to go, because I might run overtime here. Okay, I'm already at 1 hour. I'm going to go overtime. It's already Ripple, okay? They're already, I don't want to wreck the story. Let me go right into the deep dive. So you got Barclays. I'm going to scrap the rest of the article. You got Barclays out there acting like, oh, what are we going to do? We need a crypto provider. Oh, shit, what are we going to do? Okay, now I'm going to do the deep dive and show you what they already have done. Now, Barclays is working with this UBX. What is this called again? You got, okay. Barclays is like 330. Barclays Bank, everybody, that thing's like 336 years old. Just about as old as Maxine Waters and Nancy Pelosi. Let me scroll through here. They work, Barclays, what the article wants you to think is they're working with UBYX. UBYX CEO and founder, his name is Tony McLaughlin. I want you to see right here. Tony McLaughlin. He is the CEO and founder of UBYX. Barclays is really, really tight with Tony McLaughlin. You know what Tony McLaughlin did? Remember about 3 to 4 years ago, we talked about the Regulated Liability Network by Citibank. Guess who made that? Tony McLaughlin. Oh, he made. Now, how did he make it? Who did he make it with? Oh, now we're asking the right questions, aren't we? Good old Tony McLaughlin working with Barclays. He pretty much designed the Regulated Liability Network that Citibank has. It's a big old platform where all the Ripple partner banks are on. Now, I wonder if he used the Ripple Ledger, huh? What do you think about that? Well, we're going to do a little deep dive here. Crypto Hawk was very busy. I was a very busy boy yesterday. I'm going to cherry pick this because I can't read. I can't do a deep dive on this. It would take me 15, 20 minutes. So I got to speed this shit up super fast. Tony's a member of the G7, and they got Bank of America, Barclays, Citibank, Deutsche Bank, Goldman Sachs, UBS, MUFG, TD Bank, Santander, BNP Paribas. Most all these are Ripple partners right there. Now, he's got JP Morgan working with him, and they expanded to Base, Polygon, and the Canton Network. Oh, my God. Just letting you know, you can kind of see how Barclays, they know what's going on. Because I'm showing you all their partners right here with this Tony McLaughlin guy. Barclays knows what's going on. We know, you and me, we know what's going on. I'm laying it out right here. NatWest is involved, Lloyd's of London, Santander, Nationwide. We all know where this is going, but I'm just creating an event. I'm creating a dramatic event right here. Galaxy Adventures is mixed in. Peter Thiel's mixed in with, there we go. Elon Musk and all the PayPal mafia. Peter Thiel's involved in this. I think this is getting big. This is getting really massive here. Let's keep going. I'm going to try to find the exact companies and cryptos. United FinTech is involved. 10 banks. We already went over the 10 bank G7. So I did a little looky-loo on UBYX. It's a tokenized, it's a tokenized money clearing and acceptance infrastructure. It was launched March of 2025, 1 year ago today. They've been tokenizing everybody. Now, if we don't see it, it's because they're on private blockchains. Just want to let you know. Hey, they could set this thing off. Maybe XRP and these cryptos, I don't know where it goes. Maybe they started $1, $5, $50. I have no idea. What I do know is they've already been doing this tokenization and all that. They've already been doing it. That's what we do know. Now they're hiding it, so I'm just putting that out there. But all of this staking and tokens, and all, they're doing it already. Tony McLaughlin, again, he was involved in Project Agora. We could look that up and see all the partners in there. We already know who they're going to be, the ISO cryptos. He's got ex-Citibank, ex-Stripe people involved in this. We know Stripe is Stellar. Stripe owns 1 out of 25 Stellar tokens. So Stripe's working with this Tony McLaughlin guy. A lot of Citibank involvement in this. Barclays is working real close with this guy, this Tony McLaughlin. You've got an ex-Andreessen Horowitz guy. His name is Brian Quintez. He's a former commodity future trading commissioner. He's involved in this project. Oh, this is so good. This project's good to go. Y'all know it is. We got the guy, David Chaum. David Chaum, who invented DigiCash and eCash. This is so massive right here. These are all the people that are involved. Clearing infrastructure. This is a clearing infrastructure. Let me keep looking here. Kaleido's involved. Let's look here. Regulated Liability Network. It came out in 2022. So I was telling you guys about that about 4 years ago. It has delivery versus payment. All this stuff is what Ripple is, and even XDC platform. But we're talking about the Regulated Liability Network. And it's a crypto, it's a platform that you can trade on that integrates old world trading and the new fintech crypto. Instant multi-currency transfer. This regulated liability network is interoperable. That means it's not Ethereum, it's not Bitcoin. It has instant multi-currency transfers. You can't do that in any other blockchains. I mean, not Bitcoin or not Ethereum. This platform bridges legacy systems. Well, I do know a crypto platform that works with all the banks. I think you all do too. All the ISO cryptos are pretty good at that, actually. But your main ones, XRP, XLM, XDC. You got the head of Swift involved with this. Swift is using the Linnea crypto platform for certain. That's their baby right there, Swift. But Swift's involved in this. BNY Mellon's involved. Lloyd's Bank. Former Bank of England guys mixed up in this. Bank of France. Harvard University. Commodity Future Trading Commission. His name is Timothy Massad. He's an ex-CFT. This is all the top people are all in this. Oh, now look right here. R3. You got R3 Cordas mixed in with this. The chief economist at R3. You got Settle, S-E-T-L. You got Deloitte mixed in. Settle is very heavy in this. Settle, somebody, I think Ripple went to go, a big shot. I think somebody from Settle, I'd have to look again, went to go work with Ripple. But anyway, here's a big deal. Who's involved with the Regulated Liability Network? Digital Asset. Oh shit, that's the Canton Network people. Digital, it says tech and fintech collaborators. Here they go. Digital asset. That's the Canton Network. And you got Rise, the token that the crypto that tokenizes for Canton is Rise, RIZE. Digital Asset is a partner of this crypto platform called the Regulated Liability Network. Settle, SETL. Guess who's involved? R3 Corda, and that's the XDC crypto right there. Quant, if you own Quant, Quant's my number 3 holding, I believe. Quant is involved, the crypto. They got that at Caleb Brown. R3 Corda, what does it do? It's a core tokenization platform in the United Kingdom. Quant handles API, orchestration layer, interoperability across ledgers, money forms, open banking, Project Rosalind. Amazon Web Service is involved in this, and they're using their POC, proof of concept. We know that Ripple in the Amazon Web Cloud and shit, they're partners right there. Bank of England's involved with this. New York Federal Reserve is involved with this. Brazilian Central Bank is involved. The Bank of International Settlements is involved for Project Rosalind. Bank of International Settlements, Ripple partner. BNY Mellon is heavily involved in this, Ripple partner. NatWest, Ripple partner. Santander, Ripple partner. Visa, Ripple partner. MasterCard, Ripple partner. I think we kind of know. I think we kind of know what this regulated liability network is and who the players are and what cryptos are involved. Digital Pound. Well, the Digital Pound Society is involved in that, and that's Ripple and Stellar. Collection. Project Dunbar, Project Enbridge, all those projects we're going over. R3 Quant, again, is coming up in this. Settle, SETL, is not a launched cryptocurrency native token. It is a London-based enterprise, distributed ledger technology, blockchain, fintech company founded in 2015. It's a subsidiary of Turkish embedded. There's a company in Turkey called Kolendi Group. We all know about Ripple Turkey 2015. I told you about that one. That's the connection why it's in Turkey. You got DAML, DAML mixed up in this, and that is the Canton Network smart contract language. Ledger Swarm is mixed up with this. I'm almost positive Ripple's got something to do with that. I'm almost positive, but I got to look that one up. Use case. Let me go through here. Key founders, that Colligan guy. Felipe is mixed in. Temasek. Got mixed in. Deloitte. Brazilian. Portal. Ledger Swarm again. Banco, Central Bank of Brazil is all up in this project. That's a big thing. The New York Federal Reserve is mixed up with this. This is so massive right here. Deloitte, Credit Agricole, Ripple partner. Deloitte, Ripple partner. Ripple had meetings with the Central Bank of Brazil. Ripple had private meetings with the Central Bank of Brazil. Just putting that out there. And then like 6 months later or 3 months later, then all of a sudden Brazil comes out with a stable coin, their stable coin. Just a coincidence they met with Ripple is all I'm saying. Just total coincidence. Credit Agricole. Let's see. Portals involve Cybos. Let me do this. Digital asset. So that's the Canton right there. Citibank obviously is involved. Banco Central, Swift, Delta Capital, Credit Agricole, Deloitte. Oh, DXC Technology is involved in the regulated liability network. Oh my God. DXC Technology. This is what we read off a couple weeks ago. DXC is a Ripple partner, by the way. DXC Technology is not a launched cryptocurrency native token. It is a global enterprise IT service. They consult for the government. They're located in Ashburn, Virginia, very close to the central, and I can't say intelligence, and I can't say agency. This company, DXC, heavily works with the government, and I'll kind of leave it at that. It was a merger of the Computer Science Corporation, founded in 1959. That's central, and I can't say intelligence right there. They're working with Amazon Web Service, and they're using the Hogan Core banking. Hogan Core hooks up all the banks in the country and the world, powering 6 of the top 10 U.S. banks. Hogan Core powers 17 of the top world's global banks. Hogan's Core financial crypto platform powers 40 financial institutions and 300 million deposit accounts. They have 5 trillion in global accounts globally. The DXC is involved with the regulated liability network. In the regulated, so what's the use case for this? It provides real-time gross settlement. Sounds just like Ripple does the same thing, huh? It provides API layer connectivity, system integration to test multi-issuer tokenized regulated liability. It has atomic settlement. All this stuff just sounds like Ripple. What a coincidence. Hogan plus Ripple, here we go, for institutional debt asset custody. Programmable payments, Ripple Labs, US dollar stablecoin support. The XRP ledger, it has last mile connectivity to Rails on the XRP ledger / Ethereum. Enables 24/7. So that's what this XDC technology got. Quant mixed up in this. R3 Corda mixed up with this XDC company. And lastly, let me just do this quick little search for you. What is that company? Hold on a second here. This DXC company. Here's our article right here. Copy. Let me do a copy and paste. There's your evidence right here. DXC and Ripple are partnerships. What I want, if some of you want to do your own research, I would type in DXC Ripple, DXC Regulated Liability Network, and that'll kind of give you a good start. How integrated is DXC into the regulated liability network? And then Barclays is tied into the regulated liability network because the guy that made it is a Barclays partner. Like all the stuff's tied in. It's Ripple, Quant, R3 Corda. I'm going to throw in some Stellar in that too. And there you go. That's your deep dive for that article. I needed way more time for that. I didn't think it would take that long. But okay, we're done. Hour, 20 minutes. $500 people, I'll be calling you up. So if you're brand new, contact me and let's get going on this. I'll see you all in the next broadcast.